Hello, today we'll be looking at the topic limiting reagents that is coming from stoichiometry in what? Chemistry. Now, what do we mean by limiting reagents or limiting reactant? Limiting reactant, or we say limiting reagent, is that reactant that is completely used up during a chemical reaction. Now, during a chemical reaction, there is this reactant that will be completely used up during that reaction. There will be a one that will be in excess, and there will be a one that will be used up. That one that will be used up is the limiting reagent. It will limit the reaction to limit the reaction process. That's reagent determines how far a chemical reaction can proceed. I hope you understand. Do you understand? So I have, for instance, let me explain what we mean by limiting reagent. When I explain stoichiometry, saying that it is the mole ratio to which reactants combine to form products. Now, if I have hydrogen gas reacting with oxygen gas to give you water, now H2O, if you balance this thing, we'll get something in the other. Watch out, this is the balance. 2 moles of what? Hydrogen gas will react with 1 mole of what? Oxygen to form 2 moles of what? Water, right? Now, normally, on a normal circumstance, these 2 moles of water that is formed, we call it the actual yield. Something that will be yielded, as in you know that this will be yielded when the experiment is carried out. Do you understand? Now we know that this is the standard what condition for when hydrogen reacts with what? Oxygen. That 2 moles of hydrogen that will react with 1 mole of what? Oxygen to form 2 moles of water. But you know that some questions, most questions, we will not be giving you this number of moles. They can try to change it. Now let me ask you, watch what we mean by limiting reagent. Since 2 moles of hydrogen gas react with um, um, 1 mole of oxygen to give to that, this is the normal one, right? Now we expect for 4 moles of hydrogen gas to react with how many? For to 2, right? This 4 will react with 2. Do you understand? Now we expect that 8 moles of hydrogen gas to react with what? Now 8 moles is actually 2 raised to power. Okay, let's take it like this. Since 2 reacts with 1, now 4 will react with what? Unknown. If I cross multiply, 2 times y is 2y is equals 4 times 1. We got 2. Is correct. Now, since 2 reacts with what? 1. Are you there? As in, I'll ask myself, 8 will react with what? If I call it y, I cross multiply 2 times y, 2y is equals 8 times 1, 8 over 2 over 2. Cancel, cancel. We have that y is equals 4. So 8 will react with 4. We can see that 2 is reacting with its half. 4 is reacting with its half. 8 is reacting with its half. 16 will react with its half. 32 will react with its half. So this is the conditions. Now, what if these people are not given that when they give 4, they now ask you, if I have in a case that I have 4 moles of hydrogen gas reacting with 3 moles of oxygen. Now we know that 2 reacts with 1. That 4 moles of hydrogen gas is meant to react with what? 2 moles of oxygen. Now which one is in excess? Which one is in excess and which one will be used up? Now how many moles of hydrogen? Try to understand what I mean. We got that 4 moles of hydrogen gas, from what I explained, is meant to react with 2 moles of what? 2 moles of oxygen. Is it clear? From this standard condition. Now, if they now ask you, we know that the standard condition says 4 to 2. Is it clear? If they now say 4 moles of hydrogen gas react with 3 moles of oxygen gas, which of the reactants as in is in excess? The answer is oxygen is the one that is in excess, because it should be 2. There is another 1 mole that is included that makes it 3. So which one will be used up faster? This one will be used up faster. Then hydrogen gas is the limiting reagent or limiting reactant. That one that will be used up faster is the one called limiting reagent. This one is in excess. I don't know if you understand. Now, what if I have a reaction? Watch out now. I have a reaction like I used the Haber process the other time. Let me use it again. I have the Haber process, formation of what? Ammonia. I have something like this. Watch out. From this, as in this reaction on a normal condition, we have that 3 moles of oxygen, hydrogen gas is meant to react with 1 mole of what? Nitrogen. Now, since 3 reacts with what? 1. Let's ask ourselves, 6 moles will react with what? Let me call it on y unknown. If I cross multiply 3 times y, 3y is equals what? 6 over 3 over 3. We have that 3 will cancel 3. 6 divided by 3, 2, abi. We have that 6 moles will react with what? 2, right? Now, if I say 9 moles is meant to react with what? I have that the standard condition says that 3 will react with 1. Now, 9 will react with what? P. I have that 3P is equals what? 9 times 1, 9. That when cross multiply. Then divide both sides by 3, right? We get that the answer 9 will react with 3. So we can see that from this chemical reaction, 3 will react with 1, 6 will react with 2, 9 will react with 3. So since we know that 9 is meant to react with 3, let me ask you a question. I will know that the standard condition says that 3 will react with what? 1. 3 will react with 1. If I now ask you, if 9 moles now reacts with what? 6 moles. If 9 moles now react, okay, let me not make it. If 9 moles now react with what? 2 moles, then I ask you which one is the limiting reagent? Which is the limiting reagent? The limiting reagent now, since we know that 9 is meant to react with 3, but in their question they said 9 is meant 9 reacts with 2. Which one will be used up faster? These two will be used up faster because normally the condition is that 9 has to react with 3 for this thing to be maintained, for the chemical equation to be maintained according to 3:1 from the stoichiometry. Is it clear? So 2 will be the one having to, the 2 moles of nitrogen gas will be used up faster. Therefore, nitrogen gas is the limiting reagent. Understand the limiting reagent, that it is that reactant, that species, that substance that will be completely used up, and it limits the reaction process. Is it clear? It limits the time to which a reaction can proceed. Immediately it is used up, the reaction stops. That's what we mean by limiting what? Reagent. Now, in my next videos, I will come with calculation we solve based on limiting what? Reagent. I hope you understand. Have a nice day. Like, comment, share, and follow Courses Academy. Bye-bye. But before I go, recall, you must answer a question. Now, if I write this reaction, what reaction should I go with? If I have to give sodium hydroxide and what? Oxygen. Are you there? Now, balance this chemical reaction, then tell me the one that it is the what? Limiting reagent. I hope you understand. Have a nice day. Like, comment, share, and follow Courses Academy. Bye-bye.